Have you ever wondered how the intricate artistry of puppet theatre came to be? In the grand tapestry of human culture and history, puppet theatre shines brightly as a unique thread. It's a mesmerizing blend of visual art, performance, storytelling, and sometimes even religious practice. It's more than just child's play. Puppet theatre is a form of expression that has captivated audiences of all ages across all continents since time immemorial. Originating in ancient times, puppet theatre has roots in cultures all over the globe. Some believe it began in India over 1,000 years ago, while others trace its beginnings back to ancient Egypt or Greece. Regardless of its exact origin, one thing is clear. Puppet theatre has been a significant part of human civilization for centuries. In the beginning, puppet theatre was more than just entertainment. It was a way to pass down stories and traditions from one generation to the next. It was a form of storytelling that breathed life into myths and legends, making them tangible and accessible to everyone, regardless of their literacy. But the role of puppet theatre didn't stop at storytelling. In many cultures, it was deeply intertwined with religious rituals. Puppets were used to represent gods, goddesses, and other spiritual beings, bringing them closer to the people. Through the magic of puppet theatre, the divine was made visible, tangible, and interactive. Over time, puppet theatre has evolved, transformed, and adapted to the changing world. But its core essence remains the same. It's still a powerful medium of storytelling and a unique form of artistic expression. It still captivates and enchants, making us laugh, cry, and ponder. It still bridges the gap between reality and imagination, making the invisible visible and the impossible possible. The history of puppet theatre is as diverse and vibrant as the characters it brings to life. It's a testament to the boundless creativity of the human spirit and a reflection of our shared cultural heritage. It's an art form that continues to evolve, enchant, and inspire, reminding us of the power of stories and the magic of imagination. The art of puppet theatre has roots deeply embedded in ancient civilizations. This form of storytelling was not just a means of entertainment, but a powerful tool that reflected the culture, traditions, and beliefs of the time. Let's take a journey back to ancient Greece and Rome, where puppet theatre was more than just a display of artistic talent. In these societies, puppetry was a significant part of religious ceremonies and festivals. Puppets were not just objects of amusement. They were sacred items that held deep spiritual significance. In ancient Greece, puppet theatre was a highlight of the Dionysian festivals. These festivals, dedicated to the god Dionysus, were brimming with music, dance, and drama. Puppet shows played a crucial role in these celebrations, often used to depict myths and legends. They served as a medium to convey stories of gods and heroes to the general public, making the complex world of mythology accessible and relatable. Moving on to ancient Rome, puppet theatre was an integral part of the Ludi Romani, the Roman games. These were grand public spectacles that included chariot races, gladiatorial combats, and yes, puppet shows. Roman puppet shows were often comedic in nature, providing much-needed laughs amidst the intense competition of the games. They were a testament to the Romans' love for wit, humor, and satire. But these puppet shows were not just for fun. They were also used as a tool for social commentary, a way to subtly critique and question societal norms and behaviors. Through the actions of their puppet characters, puppeteers could point out the flaws and contradictions in their society, pushing the boundaries of what was considered acceptable. The use of puppet theatre in ancient Greece and Rome was not just a form of entertainment, it was a reflection of the society, a mirror that held up their beliefs, values, and traditions. These puppet shows allowed people to see their world from a different perspective, challenging them to think and question. Ancient puppet theater laid the foundation for a form of storytelling that would captivate audiences for centuries to come. From the sacred ceremonies of ancient Greece to the humorous shows of ancient Rome, the art of puppetry has evolved, adapted, and thrived through the ages, always finding a way to enchant and engage its audience. As we enter the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, puppet theater takes on new forms and functions. The Middle Ages brought about a wave of change in the world of puppetry. As Europe grappled with the rise and fall of kingdoms, the puppet theater evolved, reflecting the changing times. During this period, the puppet theater was not merely a means of entertainment, it was also a medium for disseminating religious and moral teachings. Puppetry began to take on a more sophisticated form with the introduction of marionette shows. The marionette, a puppet manipulated from above using wires or strings, became a popular form of entertainment. These shows, rich in visual spectacle and dramatic plotlines, captivated audiences and paved the way for a new era in puppet theater. The Renaissance, a time of renewed interest in arts and culture, further fueled the evolution of puppet theater. With increased mobility due to advancements in transportation, puppet shows spread throughout Europe, reaching more people and cultures. The puppet theater thrived in this period of exploration and discovery as puppeteers experimented with new techniques and storytelling methods. In Italy, the Commedia dell'arte, an early form of professional theater, often employed marionettes, bringing a sense of liveliness and dynamism to the stage. In France, Guignol, a puppet character, became a symbol of the common people, voicing their concerns and satirizing the powerful. In England, Punch and Judy shows, featuring hand puppets, became a popular form of street theater. Punch, with his distinctive hunchback and hooked nose, is a character that continues to be recognized and loved today. As the Middle Ages gave way to the Renaissance, puppet theater proved its adaptability, evolving with the changing times, reflecting society's shifts and transformations. It was during these centuries that puppet theater truly began to establish itself as a versatile and compelling form of art and entertainment. Puppet theater has proven its versatility, adapting to the changing times and captivating audiences of all ages. In the modern era, puppet theater has continued to evolve, influencing and being influenced by contemporary art forms. The 20th century saw puppet theater taking on new roles and dimensions. It wasn't just an art form for entertainment anymore, it became a tool for education and a voice for social commentary. The strings of puppets were pulled not just to make them dance, but to bring forth ideas and provoke thought. Consider the rise of puppetry in children's television shows in the mid-20th century. Iconic shows like Sesame Street used puppets to teach children about numbers, letters, and life lessons, reaching millions of children worldwide. The Muppets, a creation of Jim Henson, are another example. These colorful characters used humor and wit to entertain while subtly educating their audience on various social issues. Puppet theater also found a place in the world of film. With the advent of technology, puppets were brought to life on the big screen in ways previously unimaginable. Movies like The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth showcase the possibilities of puppetry when combined with modern cinematography, creating a fantastical world that enthralled audiences. But puppet theater didn't limit itself to the entertainment industry. It became a voice of the voiceless, a tool for protest. From the bread and puppet theater's demonstrations against the Vietnam War to the giant puppets of the World Trade Organization protests, puppet theater has been used to make political statements and draw attention to social issues. The 21st century has seen puppet theater further transformed by technological advancements. Digital puppetry, where puppeteers control virtual characters in real time, has been adopted in video games, animation, and interactive installations. Despite these changes, the essence of puppet theater remains the same. It's a powerful medium for storytelling and expression. In the words of puppeteer Philip Huber, puppetry isn't simply child's play. While it may seem deceptively simple, the puppeteer must bring not only his own emotions to bear, but also the emotions of his audience, and therein lies the power of puppet theater. Puppet theater today continues to be a powerful medium for storytelling and expression, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. Puppet theater is not confined to a single culture or region, but is a global phenomenon. This vibrant art form has found its way into the hearts and traditions of cultures across the world, each bringing to it their unique interpretations and styles. Let's embark on a journey around the globe to explore some of these distinctive forms of puppetry. Our first stop is Japan, home to the elegant and intricately crafted bunraku puppets. A traditional form of Japanese puppet theater, bunraku is a blend of narrative, storytelling, music, and puppetry. Each puppet is operated by 3 puppeteers working in harmony to bring their wooden counterpart to life in a spectacle that is as mesmerizing as it is complex. Next, we travel to Indonesia, where we find the ancient art of wayang puppet theater. Wayang, which translates to shadow, is a form of puppetry that uses intricately carved leather puppets to cast shadows against a lit screen. The puppeteer, or dalang, not only manipulates the puppets, but also voices them, creating an enchanting blend of light, shadow, and sound that captivates audiences. Our journey then takes us to England, where the slapstick comedy of Punch and Judy shows have been a staple of British seaside entertainment for centuries. These hand puppet shows feature the mischievous Mr. Punch and his long-suffering wife Judy in a series of comedic and often chaotic misadventures. From Japan's bunraku to Indonesia's wayang and England's Punch and Judy, puppet theater takes on a multitude of forms, each reflecting the culture and traditions from which they spring. These diverse interpretations of puppetry not only showcase the versatility of this art form, but also the shared human impulse to tell stories, to entertain, and to express ourselves creatively. Puppet theater, in its many forms, continues to be a cherished art form across the globe. As we journey through the world of puppetry, we are reminded of the power of this timeless form of storytelling to captivate, inspire, and bring us together, no matter where we are in the world. So, what's next for puppet theater? As we stand on the cusp of a new era, puppet theater is poised for an exciting journey into the future. Just like any other art form, puppet theater is not immune to the winds of change. It has always adapted to the times, and now it's ready to embrace the future with open arms. The most significant trend we're likely to see is the integration of digital technology. Digital puppetry, a term coined in the late 20th century, is the manipulation of digital characters in real time through the use of technology, much like traditional puppetry. Think of it as Puppet Theater 2.0, where puppets come alive on your screens, offering a whole new level of interactivity and engagement. This innovative blend of technology and artistry is set to redefine the boundaries of puppet theater, making it more accessible, inclusive, and dynamic. New forms of puppet theater are also on the horizon. One such form is immersive puppet theater, where the audience is placed within the performance space, becoming a part of the narrative. This form breaks down the fourth wall, creating a more intimate and engaging experience. The use of virtual and augmented reality technologies may also play a significant role in this immersive experience, adding another layer of depth to the performance. Moreover, the future of puppet theater will likely see a resurgence in the use of puppets for social commentary. Puppet theater has always been a powerful tool for storytelling and expressing societal issues. As we move forward, it will continue to provide a platform for voices to be heard and stories to be shared, from climate change to social justice. In conclusion, puppet theatre is evolving, morphing, and adapting, all while staying true to its roots. The magic of puppet theatre lies in its ability to change, to grow, and to surprise us. It's an art form that's constantly in flux, yet always familiar. The future of puppet theatre is as bright and varied as its past, promising new narratives and innovative ways to tell them. The journey of puppet theatre is a journey through time and across cultures. We've seen the remarkable evolution of puppet theatre from its primitive beginnings in ancient civilizations to its complex and diverse forms in the modern era. It's an art form that has crossed borders and transcended cultures, continually adapting to the changing tastes and technologies of the times. In the dim recesses of time, puppet theatre emerged as a form of storytelling, a way for ancient people to make sense of the world around them. The tales woven in these early puppet shows reflected the beliefs, the myths, and the daily life of these societies. As we moved into the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, puppet theatre became a popular form of entertainment for both the common folk and the aristocracy. It was a medium that could convey complex narratives and moral lessons, often with a dash of humor and satire. The modern era saw puppet theatre embracing the technological advancements of the time. The introduction of television and later the internet brought puppet theatre to a wider audience. Puppetry adapted and evolved, taking on new forms and exploring new narratives. The Sesame Street puppets, for instance, have become global icons, teaching children about the world around them in a fun and engaging way. Around the world, puppet theatre continues to thrive, reflecting the unique cultures and traditions of each region. From the intricate shadow puppetry of Indonesia to the lively marionette shows of Europe, puppet theatre is a mirror of the world's diverse cultures. But more than just reflecting the times, puppet theatre has been an agent of change. It has been used as a tool for social commentary, political satire, and education. Through their whimsical and often exaggerated performances, puppets have the power to challenge norms and provoke thought. Looking ahead, the future of puppet theatre is as exciting as its past. With the advent of virtual reality and other cutting-edge technologies, puppetry is poised to evolve in ways we can't even imagine yet. It's an art form that refuses to be confined by the traditional stage, always seeking new ways to tell stories and engage audiences. So, as we journey through the global evolution of puppet theatre, one thing becomes clear. This art form, with its unique blend of storytelling, artistry, and performance, has a timeless appeal. It's a testament to the human desire for connection, for shared experiences, for stories that make us laugh, make us think, and make us feel. And that perhaps is the true magic of puppet theatre. It's an art form that transcends language and culture, that speaks to the child in all of us, that reminds us of the joy of imagination and play. It's a form of storytelling that has stood the test of time, adapting and evolving, but always staying true to its core essence. The magic of puppet theatre, with its unique blend of storytelling, artistry, and performance, will continue to enchant audiences for generations to come.